In an unexpected political move, the Democratic Alliance, DA, and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, have joined hands in court challenging the recent VAT increase announced by Minister Enoch Godongwana. The EFF Treasurer General Omupuli Mautwe said ANC has to be stopped now, because if the court does not reverse this, VAT will be increased from May 1st. She also said once the increase has been implemented, it's a legal long process to try and reverse that.
To be a reversal. What they are saying now, because for minister to reverse that, it's a legal process that must come into effect. And the minister is very clever. He says maybe next year, because he knows that the fiscal framework of next year still had not come forward. So he's clever like that. He fooled them. So, but those parties, Action SA, Bosa, Raisa Mzansi, they will realize that actually they were made fools. And the voters really need to judge who they voted for. That people go to parliament, they don't know the law. I mean, Musma Iman was saying, yeah, they're looking at avenues. There's no avenue of anything. The report has been passed in parliament. And as things stand now, the minister has got all the powers that he has to increase that VAT. But coming to appropriation, now that they will see that the VAT has increased, I think in their right mind, they will not vote.
On the other hand, DA spokesperson Karabo Kakao said she is concerned over the impact this increase will make on poor working South Africans. Karabo is advising the government to find alternative revenue-generating measures that do not strain most citizens and stop unnecessary spending.
Unconstitutional, particularly because there's only one of the three arms of state, which is the legislative arm of state, that has the power to impose taxes altogether. That is not an executive function, and that is the basis upon which we are contesting what the section says, what section 7.4 of the VAT Act says, because as it reads, it gives the minister the executive authority without the consideration of parliament, which is not an executive authority altogether. So
this unity action has raised questions about how far opposition parties are willing to cooperate when national economic issues are at stake.
To plunge deep into pockets that they already do not have. That this fight itself is not just a legal matter, Kevin, that it is a fight for South Africans, the middle class, who are unable to see what they are doing with their salaries because payday comes and by sunset there's no money left. And they have to choose between either paying their bills, defaulting, or buying food. And when you look at the poor of this country, they barely have nothing to spend to put food on the table. So as the Democratic Alliance would promise that part of our fight to rescue in South Africa is making sure that we protect the vulnerable in this country, who certainly do not have money given the current cost of living crisis that we have in this country.